Hello friends, let's read more of The Big Cheese, i.e. Bunting, illustrated by Sal Murdoka. Kitty cat. Chapter 3. Now what will we do? Miss Bee asked sadly. We have to do something, Tilly. Just look at poor Cat. Miss Tilly examined Cat over her glasses. He's all right. You can't judge a book by its cover. But he isn't a book. He's a cat, and he's hungry, Tilly. Cat wasn't as sleek as when they'd first found him. He's not looking well at all, Miss Bee said. We have to find something he can eat. Dumb cat, Miss Tilly said. Don't you know that beggars can't be choosers? Why won't you eat my bread? Why won't you eat my crumb ball? Why won't you eat some of our big, round, yellow cheese? He's picky like my kitty cats. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. Ain't that the truth? Tilly, said Miss Bee, that's what's wrong. Cats don't eat bread and cheese, and up here on the hill there's nothing for him to eat. He scared away all the mice. Miss Tilly broke off a crust of bread and held it under Cat's nose. Cat turned his head away. Miss Tilly sighed. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. Miss Bee nodded. Ah, well, murmured Miss Tilly. To err is human, to forgive divine. She sighed again. We'd better make the best of a bad bargain. We need a cat to protect our cheese. We'll have to get a cow. A cow? Miss Bee gave her little squeak of excitement and leaped up. A warm, fat cow with big, soft eyes, a cow bulging with milk for Cat, a cow to love. Oh, thank you, Tilly, she said. When will we get the cow? Miss Tilly leaped up too. The better the day, the better the deed. We'll go right now. Miss Tilly took her black velvet purse. Miss Bee tied a long string around Cat's neck, and together the three of them walked down the hill toward the village. Miss Bee sniffed the air. Cat stepped as lightly as a breeze. Oh, Tilly, it's so good to be going somewhere. Smell the blossoms. Look at the butterflies. Summer is here. Miss Tilly marched on. We'll need a good cow, she said. You know what I've always told you, Bee. If a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Indeed, Tilly, you have told me that. They had almost reached the village when they met a farmer. Good morning, sir, Miss Tilly said. We have come to buy a cow. Can you tell us where we might find one for sale? I have a good cow myself, said the farmer. She'll cost you $50 and worth every penny. There's the farmer. I see a cow in the distance. There's a little kitty. Does she give much milk? Miss Bee asked timidly. 4 buckets at night and 4 in the morning. It's not the quantity, but the quality that makes the feast, Miss Tilly reminded him. Thick and creamy as hot cake batter. Do you hear that, Cat? Miss Bee whispered. Cat swished his tail. Sold! Miss Tilly opened her purse and took out $50. When she snapped the purse shut, it had an empty sort of sound. Have we much left? Miss Bee asked. Always taking out and never putting in soon comes to the bottom, Miss Tilly said. The farmer pointed beyond a gate to where a fat white cow stood in the shade. There's a picture again if you want to see. Stood in the shade of a hawthorn hedge, chewing her cud. A small bell hung from a rope tied around her neck. There she is, ma'am. She's as white as a snowdrop, Miss Bee whispered. She opened the gate and walked slowly toward the cow. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread, Miss Tilly muttered. Don't hold out your arms, Bee. If that creature jumped into them, it would be the end of you. Pretty thing, pretty snowdrop, said Miss Bee as she untied the rope and led the fat white cow back to the gate. Isn't she beautiful, Tilly? Beauty is only skin deep, Bee. Miss Tilly faced the farmer. I hope she does what you say she does, but I've no way of knowing. The buyer needs 100 eyes, the seller only 1. She closed the gate carefully behind them. We can go home now, Bee, she said. An easy mind takes a light burden. There they are walking. They walked together, the cat, the cow, Miss Bee, and Miss Tilly, all the way up the hill to their little old house at the very top. That night, as Miss Bee and Miss Tilly lay in bed, cat purred and Snowdrop's bell jingled. "Tilly," Miss Bee whispered, "we're going to have such a life, the four of us." Miss Tilly turned and her bed creaked. "I just hope we haven't bought a pig and a poke," she grumbled. Miss Bee sat up. "A pig? A pink shiny pig with a curly corkscrew tail? A pig to love? We're going to get a pig, Tilly." "No, we're not," Miss Tilly sighed loudly. "They say that fortune favors fools, and for your sake, Bee, I hope so. Go to sleep." And that was the end of chapter 3 of The Big Cheese by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Sal Murdoka. Next up, we will have chapter 4.